As Pastor Jim discussed this weekend, our personalities are unique to each of us. We all have a different view of the world and interact with it very differently. That is how tools like the Myers-Briggs test or the Enneagram can help us figure out how to best put words to some of these personality traits that we might have a hard time explaining. One example Pastor Jim mentioned was understanding the difference between being introverted and being extroverted. Now, being introverted means that you need to be alone to recharge your battery. It doesn't mean you don't like being around people or being in leadership. It simply means that you don't get your emotional fill that way. On the flip side, extroverts need to be around people in order to feel recharged. And that doesn't mean they don't appreciate time to themselves. That's just not where they feel fulfilled. Knowing which one you are makes a big difference. But I want to take a moment and encourage all of the introverts who are listening. I too am an introvert, and I resisted getting involved in church for a long time. I assumed that to be involved, I would have to be around people constantly and find a way to be this bubbly, outgoing person who wanted to talk to everyone. I basically believed that I had to change my personality in order to find a way to get involved. I would try and go to these big church events or try to talk with new people on the weekends, but I never really felt connected. Oddly, it made me feel a little bit more of an outsider. Author Adam Hughes describes this situation perfectly in his book, Introverts in the Church. He wrote, "While extroverts commonly feel loneliness when others are absent, introverts can feel most lonely when others are present, because ours is an aching loneliness of not being known or understood." Your personality does not need to change in order to get involved. You just have to get more involved in a way that honors the gifts and unique traits God has given you. For a long time, I was trying to push myself into a part of the church that just wasn't meant for me. I wasn't meant to greet people at doors or sing and dance with kids. I needed to do something that made sense for the gifts God gave me. And over the years, I've found my place in the community. I like to lead behind the scenes and work closely with people who I can get to know on a deeper level. But one of my favorite things I actually get to do is this. Just spending time reading, writing, diving deep into new ideas for these devotionals has allowed my relationship with God to grow even deeper. Ultimately, that is the only relationship that can really quench our loneliness. Don't think that there isn't a place for you in God's community. There is. Whether you're extroverted or introverted, God has made you this way for a purpose, and He wants you to find a way to get involved, because getting involved is just another way to grow deeper with Him.